Hello, welcome back to Career Growth. In the last episode, we spoke to Charuhas, the Mountaineer. So we thought we need to continue it again. From the base camp, we move our journey yet again to the higher scales. So welcome back, Charuhas. We take our journey further, wherein we are keen to know the various aspects of mountaineering as a career, and thank you so much for being with us once again. What is the right age to start all this?
Age-wise, probably I would say around 8 to 10 is the correct age.
Wow.
Simply because this is the age when you start understanding what are the risks involved. If somebody tells you don't cross these limits, you are into that right frame of mind to listen to the leaders, to the elders, because you are at nascent stage. So at the back of your mind, you're not expert. So you're open to all those instructions, and on one side, you know the risks involved. Against that, if 2-3 years kid, which is mischievous, can do anything, which is preposterous at times, but probably this is the impressionable age, and then you're open to new things and taking it in. So probably that could be the right stage, and physically even you're quite fit at that age. Yeah.
So is it only that there should be a particular gender only into it, or even girls can explore this
Girls
part?
certainly can
Yes.
do that. Rather, girls at times are doing better, even in rock climbing kind of stuff. When we're talking about the genders, probably male probably is
Generally,
with
yes.
more strength. But if I'm talking about climbing, I'm not talking about strength. There's power to it on one side, and probably girls it's found that like gymnastics and all, they have got better balance, better flexibility.
Wow.
So those things they can use to their advantage. And irrespective of your height and all, probably you can know what you are and use it to your advantage.
Okay, so now I'm sure what was the scene 25-30 years ago is changed a lot. So I'm sure there must be formal training institutes also out here in India also.
There are many rock climbing courses available on every nook and corner of cities like Mumbai, Pune, Nashik, Nagpur,
Okay.
whatever.
Is there an earning source out here?
Nowadays, yes, it is. Those days, probably it was only your passion, and in your spare time, we could continue that. But today, if you are at certain level, you have achieved some stature, then probably there are earning sources. Not only as a mountaineer, but when you couple mountaineering with other fields,
Like what it would be?
to be very frank, what I was referring first while was only recreation, going by your passion and do whatever you want to. Now it is making forays into education,
Education also.
development, even therapeutic. There are 3 more avenues open nowadays. Education could be, say, if you are in something like botany and all those excursions, what specimens probably you can gather is within your reach at low altitude. But those rare specimens, if you are equipped with good climbing, probably your range goes.
Wow, this is a
higher,
new
yeah.
perspective. Botany with mountaineering.
And then with education, when you are going in a group, dealing with co-participants and all, so many things are coming as byproduct. Then if I'm talking about development, nowadays it is being used even with corporate world in a big way.
Yes.
There is no selling concept required now, because there is mountaineering is synonymous to corporate world. Taking good challenges, taking those risks, trusting your teammates kind of stuff.
Yes.
Seeing the hurdles, developing that confidence, or influencing the people around you towards that common objective, or remaining your resolve and persisting with that. There are many occasions in mountaineering, if it is long drawn out, say 2-3 months, big expeditions, then you start coming to the thought that why the hell I am into this, why am I facing so many challenges, what was wrong with my house, I was in cozy environments.
Yeah, I'm sure, because the natural conditions would be very different, wherein maybe what you're going to eat, where you're going to sleep, and all the natural things which we do would be always under question and with very limited resources. I'm sure about that.
Probably that is the time when you start knowing about yourself more. When the things start getting tough, probably that is the point you should continue further if you are a mountaineer in your own speed kind of stuff. When you apply your theories, models, statistics, whatever, onto a given situation, superimpose your concepts, so to say, and reach a stage where you achieve your goals, inspiring the lot around you, influencing the lot around you. Rather, you are living those leadership, team kind of stuff, and you develop more insights into this phenomena than in classroom. And rather, you get hands-on experience, apparently disjointed experience, but at abstract level, you can pick up some direct or metaphoric linkages to real life situation, and it becomes rich. There are many management institutes nowadays who are going beyond case studies, role plays, and getting into
the
hands-on training,
actual life experiences.
learning.
Okay, that's interesting. So it's very different. I'm sure it has graduated what you all started. So how is different? Like you must have started 25-30 years ago. So what are the new things which you see these days, which maybe when you all started, you all did not get it? How was it?
If I'm talking about mountaineering per se, there's lots of developments on equipment side. It's like I have many times get perplexed whether this is human achievement or the achievement of technology nowadays. If I'm talking about, say, Everest, the kind of equipment nowadays you get, like breathing fabrics like Gore-Tex kind of stuff, which was not available those days. Even at an altitude of 26,000 feet, with those layers on, you can see it, you can bivouac outside. I mean, instead of tents, you can sleep out into nights into those small bags. There are good oxygen equipments. There are, if I'm talking about communication, nowadays you might have heard that even from the top of Mount Everest, you can talk to your near and dear. So nothing is, you get
so technology
has helped a big way.
I'm sure young minds can get towards it. I would like you to address the young minds who are keen for all these things. So what will be a message to them?
In short, probably yes, you are welcome, all of you, because this is the only sport. I deviated from chess because there was only mind game probably, but here this is physical, mental, emotional. You are living with all this what you have got, so you are all welcome into that. But with a word of caution that too fast, too soon may not work over here.
That's very important.
One need to move progressively into that. If you judge wrongly and took up a challenge which is beyond your capacities, and if you come up with a failure, then probably eroding confidence takes hardly a second.
Yes.
Yeah, but confidence building requires success after success. So if you get into that judgment to go progressively about, that is better.
So you start small, start slowly.
Small steps, yeah.
Yes, that is much better.
Plus, even though this all technology is available, but still a dictum says that tools in the hands of a fool still makes him fool. So you need to use this.
So you need to have physical capacity, your mental alertness, mental stability on. You need to have all this. It is just not about I like it and I go about it. Just not about mountains or small forts. It can be beyond it also, but you need to acclimatize yourself with the proper climatic. You need to know all these things. It is just not as simple as it looks, and it may not be as risky also as it might be looking, right?
Yeah.
It is both the ways.
It's both the ways. So you need to judge that correctly on one side. And as you are mentioning, you need to know so many things. And on physical, mental, you have to really prepare yourself. And many times it so happens that I have achieved to a level, there is a big gap. And that fitness kind of remains at the back of your mind. But believe me, fitness is only a savings account, not a current account. Every time you are venturing into that, you need to be serious about that. And if you are really fit, then you enjoy the things around you. And if you are not, then probably you might just do go through the motion, but you may not enjoy. So if you want to derive the maximum out of that, yes, you have to be fit on all these fronts.
Yeah, so it is about a lot of fitness, what you're talking about,
Yes.
mentally, physically, emotionally, financially also. Yes,
financially
and
as well,
you need a great family support out here. You might be traveling outside on various climatic or terrains as such. So it's something different. It's not the normal modern life that people might be experiencing. So you tend to become more creative also. It's wholesome. I think it's all together. It cannot be just about one or two aspects. It is everything together what you're talking.
It's everything together. Nowadays, corporate world is facing the challenge of coming together and leadership mainly,
Yeah.
and then there are several other challenges. I'm a person who believes firmly that in a classroom, probably you cannot teach them what is a good team. When you slug it out shoulder to shoulder against bigger challenges, the kind of bonding gets developed is you cannot create in a classroom kind of stuff. Okay, even the kind of trust amongst the team members developed out over there against bigger challenges cannot be replicated into classroom. It remains only at cognitive level, but to do that you have to do with your own hands kind of stuff.
That's something amazing. So mountaineering, it's, if you go to see, it's just not mountains but more beyond it. It's not only about the physical stamina but also the mental fitness, the emotional stability, and yes, a lot of financial stability too. It's not about I can climb or I may not climb, but what you could do in between that. With the differences in technology, with the differences in the climatic condition, how you could be the best out there is what is mountaineering all about. One can definitely have a career in it, and the more you explore, the more chances, the different experiences, and a wholesome career by itself. So I'm sure you got a different insight into the field of mountaineering itself. Charuhas, thank you so much for being with us, sharing your insights, and I'm sure the young generation which is looking forward for parents as well as students, I think they start thinking on those lines what you have spoken about. Thank you so much for being with
My
us.
pleasure. I hope this is all worthwhile.
I'm sure it is. Keep watching, keep subscribing. We are planning to bring in more such people who have tasted their life in the different avenues itself. So, we wish you all the best in your decision making process and a great career to you too. Thank you.